Hey folks, Pat that Halloween movie collector back with day number 27 of 31 Days of Michael Myers, where each day I will discuss a scene from one of the movies in the Halloween franchise and show a collectible from my collection. So today we're going back to 2018. Halloween 2018, going with one of the cooler kills and sequences in that film. Talking, of course, of Oscar's death. Yes, Oscar, that annoying little pain in the ass who was stalking Cameron and was hitting on Allison. Not too cool. So obviously they're at the dance, and Allison and Cameron have this big fight. They part ways. Now in the deleted scenes, you see that Cameron had an altercation with the police. That's why he's not chasing after her, and she's walking home with Oscar. You see that in the extras you get on the 2018 DVD, where he mouthed off to the police and they arrested him, eventually letting him go. So Oscar goes to walk her home, and they try to take a shortcut, which leads them through the Elrod's property. And while they're there, what does he do? He makes a move. He tries to kiss her, and which is kind of a douchey thing to do to a friend of yours. And she gets pissed, pushes him away, and starts to take off. She climbs over the fence and gives him the finger and takes off. Next thing you know, what do you see from behind? Behind the tree, you see Myers appear. And as Oscar's getting up after dropping his beers, he's picking his beers up. He turns around and says, "Hey, Mr. Elrod," thinks it's Mr. Elrod, which I don't know who Mr. Elrod is in person, but Mr. Elrod just stalk people in Halloween costumes? Maybe he does. So of course, Oscar's drunk too, so he's thinking that's Mr. Elrod. He's like, "All right, I'll get off your property." The line that was there is like, "I was just hitting on a girl, I really wanted her. Ever have the girl that you wish you could have, but you really couldn't have her?" Something to that effect, which was poetic, because obviously Myers has been trying to get his hands on Laurie for how many years. Although we do find out it's not about her, but it's now once he sees her, it's all about that. So one of the cooler scenes plays out is, so since they're in that property, that in that yard, there is motion sensors. So lights go off. Next thing you know, the lights come back on. Myers is standing right across from Oscar. And he's like, "All right, well, you're acting a little sketchy here. What's going on? I'm going." And he's looking at Myers. Lights go off, and just as they come back on again, he slashes Oscar, starts chasing them. And obviously, he goes to get over the fence. His cape gets caught. He can't get over. By the time he can even consider doing something different, Myers is right there and stabs him in the back. And as he slides down, you see it's a wrought iron gate. One of the pieces of iron goes right through his chin and comes out his mouth. But very cool kill. Very cool kill. I'm surprised I didn't go over this with last year. So I'm glad I did it this year, because it was a great kill and great sequence, which leads up to probably my favorite track in the trilogy, which is The Shape Hunts Allison. What a great tune that is. Although the chase afterwards should have been a little bit longer. It's a little bit too short for me. I thought it would have been great to watch him chase Allison a little bit more. But just a little bit of nitpicking here. I'm a big fan of 2018. So that is today's scene for 31 Days of Michael Myers. And I thought why not go hand in hand with the Trick or Treat Studios Michael Myers figure, which is right here, the 1/6 scale Michael Myers, which came out in its beautiful glory. All these Trick or Treat Studios figures are fantastic. I love the way they use the magnet instead of Velcro, which NECA uses. And it's going to be hard to see, so I will have pictures popped up there. The back side, you see Myers. It's hard to see because he's in shadow in the dark, so yeah, it doesn't seem to come up in here at all. But it's a great figure, and I believe they're still available. So if you haven't gotten them, I believe I said on one of the other videos, the only one I'm missing is H6. I think H6. H6 is the only one I'm missing, I believe. So I got to get my hands on them. They're great figures. Well worth the money. So that's today's collectible Trick or Treat Studios Halloween 2018 figure. So do me a favor. If you're enjoying these as much as I'm doing them, please hit that like button. It does help people find the channel. Where the countdown is on, we've only got, figure today is Monday, so we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We've got 4 days until Halloween, to the big day, and the month will be over. So make sure you hit the like, get some more people in here. Let's enjoy what we have left of the spooky month. If you haven't subscribed, we're this close to 3,000 subs. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and be here for the big giveaway at 9. Well, eventually when I'm planning the 3,000 subscriber episode, which I thought I'd probably be doing the first of next year, but looks like I'll be doing it in the next month because it's happening a lot faster, which is great. Thank you to all your new subscribers out there. So make sure you do that and hit the notifications and find out when we're going live and doing all that fun stuff. So do me a favor, come back tomorrow when we do another day of 31 Days of Michael Myers, and I will share another scene and discuss it and show you another piece of my collection. Till then, have a great day. Talk to you soon.